bottom of that.
By the way,
Yeah.
say your wife is a saint.
My wife is amazing. The saying is, I'm going to make her blush about 10 shades of red right now. Let me just say something. I would not be here right now. I wouldn't be so ahead of the game right now if it were not for my wife, Stephanie Taylor. So please give a round of applause. So she's like, I'm like, come on. And she's like, I'll leave. That's how amazing my wife is. Let's see. Hold on. You. Ooh, what band or artist would I like to work with in the future? That's a funny thing. Well, Dave Grohl, I've got a wish list. Dave Grohl is right at the top. Because you know what? Funny story. Jared's mother has met Dave Grohl. It all comes around. Gerald, where's your pants, bud? Sorry. Yeah, Dave Grohl. Weirdly enough, man, and you may think this is funny. I mean, there's all these people that, I mean, obviously I would love to work with. I mean, Metallica. I've had the privilege of jamming with my good friend Scott Ian. I've got to work with people who I fucking grew up worshiping, man. So like now my brain's like, well, now what? So I'm like weird. Like I want to do a song with Jay-Z because I fucking can. I do what I want. But not yet because he hasn't called me back. But he will. I would love to do, I don't know if you guys know him here, but Ray LaMontagne he's probably one of the sickest songwriters I've ever heard. And I would love to do a tune with him.
Dr. Dre!
The daddy Dr. Dre? Don't risk it, Dr. Biscuit. I will! That shit's ridiculous. Did someone say Justin Bieber? You just made my wife leave. There's no fucking way. I would just pet that kid's head and just say, enjoy your moment. Because I'm waving at it as it goes away. Whatever. I mean, he seems like a nice kid. He looks like a fucking idiot. He seems like a nice kid. Anybody who is willing to take the piss out of himself in a commercial with Ozzy, there's a little respect there. But that whole thing, that helmet hair he's got, boobs. You. How did I get into philosophy?
That's out.
Jesus fucking Christ. I got into philosophy because when I was younger, now let me give you a little background about where I grew up. I grew up in a place, well, kind of grew up, my teenage years, my formative years, were spent in a place called Waterloo, Iowa, which is the equivalent, we used to call it mini Detroit. It's about that light and sunny. It's a hard place, middle to lower class, a lot of racism. That's when I was growing up. So I realized that my mentality really didn't fit in with the way a lot of other people thought. You know, I mean, they would look at a situation and immediately go to, well, he's just a fucking blah, 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 blah. And I would go, you don't even know him. You know, I was thinking about shit even early on about how, you know, hate is in all of us, but if you have a real reason you can work it out. If you have no reason, if it's based in ignorance, then you're fucked. And it's hard to fight that kind of fucking ignorance. So I devoted a lot of time to, reading and really just kind of trying to figure out what my own philosophy is. And honestly, my philosophy is, if you fuck me, I'll fuck you back. If you don't, then why the fuck would I have any problem with you? Straight up. It doesn't matter what color you are. The religion has no basis in it. No matter what country you're from, no matter what fucking city you're from, I have no problems with people unless they have problems with me. And then, even then, there has to be a room for a dialogue. There has to be fucking room. There's no reason to ever resort to the level of violence that we're seeing amongst anyone. And I guess I'm lucky, I'm lucky because I've had, music and lyrics and whatnot. I had the ability to write, to really kind of work that shit out and really kind of form it into something that I could pass on to, people like you. But that's really it, my philosophy, that's that in a nutshell, basically. And, it works now. So.